Hawks, 32-8, take on the Marist Redhawks, 26-15. The Bartlett Hawks making their second state finals appearance. First was in 2007. They will win a state trophy for the first time as they qualified for the quarterfinals 5 seasons ago. Marist making their first ever state finals trip, and they are playing for a state championship. The Bartlett Hawks will be the visitors. The Marist Redhawks, the home team on the scoreboard. Let's look at the Hawks lineup. Amanda Montbriand leads off at first base. Andriana Teormina plays second base and bats second. Batting third is Caitlin Zerke, the catcher. Batting fourth and playing left field, Alex Morales. Hitting fifth and playing short, Kayla Haberstich. Batting sixth, the DP, Holly Pagan. The pitcher, Tori Burke, batting seventh. Sydney Johnson hitting eighth and playing third. The 9-hitter is Dana Paul, and she is in right field. And the starting pitcher for the Marist Redhawks is Kristen Clutcharch. 16-11 record, 2.59 ERA, 82 strikeouts, 42 walks, and yesterday in the semifinals carried a perfect game through 5 1/3 innings. She allowed 0 runs, 3 hits, and struck out 3, walked 0 in that victory yesterday afternoon in the semifinals. The Marist Redhawks defense and Kristen Clutcharch head to their positions.
It's the first baseman, number 17, Amanda Montbriand.
And Amanda Montbriand, the 5'6" senior, leads off. 0 for 3 yesterday. First pitch from Clutcharch is a called strike on the outside. Beautiful weather here in East Peoria. 85 degrees at game time. 37% humidity. Winds are blowing out of the south around 10 miles per hour as that pitch misses up high, 1-1. We've seen winds gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. You see the flags blowing from right to left field. And the 1-1 pitch drops down low for a ball. It's now 2-1 on Montbriand. Montbriand, 30 hits on the season. And the Clutcharch pitch is a strike, 2-2 on Montbriand. Montbriand hitting 300 on the season. That pitch wrapped over to third base. Fielded, and a throw across for the 5-3 put out. The play made by Katie Caulfield.
Out number 1.
And let's take a look at that Marist defense. Caulfield over at third base. Brooke Widerski, the shortstop. Becca Maher
Andriana Teormina.
over at, actually that's Nicole Bobrowski is at second base, and the first baseman is Haley Ritchie. The batter is Andriana Teormina. From left to right field, it's Brooke Wilson. Ashlyn Kokaska in center, and the right fielder, Maggie Gorman. That's a strike. It's 0-2 on the second baseman, Teormina. And the 0-2 pitch, up high, 1-2. Teormina went 0 for 2 yesterday. She was hit by a pitch in the 5th. She did reach out a walk in the 7th. The 1-2 pitch. She will wrap that one foul down the first baseline. Teormina, in the 2 times she was on base, she scored each time in the 5th and 7th inning. The 1-2 from Clutcharch to Teormina. Over to second base, Bobrowski's throw, and it's a 4-3 put out. 2 down.
4-3 combination, out number 2. So with 2 outs, the next batter.
There's Nicole Bobrowski.
Number 9.
She'll play college ball at the University of North Dakota.
Zerke.
2 down, and Zerke the batter. Here's the first pitch to Zerke. Misses the strike zone for a ball. 1-0 on Kaylin Zerke, a junior, 5'11", has verbally committed to Temple. Went 2 for 4 yesterday. That pitch drops down for ball 2. 2-0 on Zerke. The 2-0 pitch misses inside. It's a 3-0 count. And the 3-0 pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Kaylin Zerke hitting .374 on the season. 2 down here in the top of the first. The pitch from Clutch Arch, and she will rope that one into left field. Base hit for Kaylin Zerke.
Catches the opening for a single.
That brings up Alex Morales.
So with 2 outs.
After the Zerke single into left field.
The next batter is the left fielder, number 14, Alex Morales.
And we'll have a courtesy runner come out, and that will be number 6, Rachel Adolski.
Timeout, time to come.
Rachel Adolski, the courtesy runner for the catcher, Kaylin Zerke.
Adolski, courtesy runner at first base.
That pitch was foul tipped, a strike on Alex Morales, 0-1. The 0-1 from Clutch Arch. Misses, ball 1, it's 1-1. Morales hitting .390 on the season. That pitch high and inside, thrown out to first, and sliding in safely is Zerke. Richie tried to lay down the tag as Zerke gets up after sliding back. That's a called strike. Now a 2-2 count on Alex Morales. 2 down, top of the first inning. Clutch Arch with a pitch. A cold strike 3. And after the top of the first, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go bottom 1 in the Class 4A championship game at Eastside Center.
And 1 left on. As we move into the Marist half of the first inning.
Turn it off.
At Eastside Center, the Class 4A state championship game between the Bartlett Hawks and the Marist Red Hawks. Now let's look at the home team on the scoreboard. The Red Hawks, 26-15, and their lineup today. Katie Caulfield leading off and playing third base. Brooke Wilson hitting second, playing left field. Nicole Bobrowski, the second baseman, batting third. In the fourth spot is Haley Ritchie, the first baseman. Brooke Widerski batting fifth and playing short. It's Audra Hecker in the sixth spot, the DP. Caitlin Kenny, the catcher, in the 7-hole. Batting eighth is Maggie Gorman, the right fielder. And in the 9th spot, Ashlyn Kokaska, the center fielder. And the starting pitcher today for the Bartlett Hawks is Tori Burke. Tori Burke in her warm-up tosses. A 20-6 record with a 1.10 ERA and 187 strikeouts to only 24 walks. In the win yesterday, she went 7 innings, allowing 3 runs, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Tori Burke, the starting pitcher for the Bartlett Hawks. In steps the third baseman for Marist, Katie Caulfield. First pitch to Caulfield is a strike. Batting .356 on the season. The 0-1 misses up high. A 1-1 count. One and one on Caulfield. That ball hit foul back into the fence behind home plate. 1-2. Caulfield plays ASA for the Chi-Town Express. And a 1-2 count on Caulfield. Here's the pitch from Burke. Down low for a ball, 2-2. 2-2 on the leadoff hitter, Katie Caulfield. The pitch from Burke. Swung on. That's hit into center field. That one will be caught by center fielder Carry on for the first out of the inning. Let's take a look at that Bartlett defense today. Joining Carry On in the outfield is right fielder Dana Paul and left fielder Alex Morales. Over at first, Amanda Montbriand, Andriana Teormina at second, Kayla Haberstich the shortstop, and Sydney Johnson at third, with the battery of Tori Burke the pitcher and catcher Kaylin Zerke. The batter Brooke Wilson. A called strike, 0-1 on the Marist Red Hawk left fielder.
Sorry to bother you again. Do you have any wrap? Yeah, but I think that you need me there.
The 0-1 from Burke. Swung on. That's a high hit ball. And that will be taken by Teormina, the second baseman, for out number 2.
Fly out to second base. Out number 2.
And ball off the bat.
The next batter for the Red Hawks is their second baseman, number 3, Nicole Bobrowski.
And the batter, Nicole Bobrowski, with 2 down. Bobrowski hitting .475 coming into today's game, 66 hits. She slaps that one in front of home plate. And that will be fair ball. And a hit for Bobrowski. Single for Bobrowski.
The next batter is their first baseman, number 16, Haley Ritchie.
Haley Ritchie, the batter now, as there's that slow roller in front of the plate that put Bobrowski aboard. First pitch, swung on. That's a deep hit into left field. That ball off the wall. Bobrowski coming around third. She gets the wave. The throw down to the plate. The tag applied. She's out of there. Bobrowski tagged out for the third out in the bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless, heading to the second in the Class 4A championship game.
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Bartlett Hawks.
And welcome back to Eastside Center. The second inning we go. It's the Bartlett Hawks and the Marist Red Hawks. Jim Wolfsmith, the head coach at Bartlett, in his 9th season, 221 wins, 106 losses, 3 ties, as the head coach of the Bartlett Hawks. Wolfsmith guided the Hawks down to the state finals in 2007 in a quarterfinal appearance. Jim Wolfsmith. Leading off the second inning for Bartlett, Kayla Haberstich. Followed in the order by Holly Pagan and Tori Burke. The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Called strike on Haberstich, the 5'7" sophomore. There's the 0-1 pitch. This is outside for a ball, 1-1. Haberstich hitting .271 on the season. Went 1 for 4 yesterday. Drove in 3 runs, a 3-run home run in the 7th inning yesterday against Moline. Swing and a miss. And Haberstich strikes out. Second strikeout for Kristen Clutcharch today.
Strikeout for out number 1.
That brings up Holly Pagan.
The next batter is the DP, number 20, Holly Pagan.
First pitch to Pagan is a strike. Pagan went 3 for 4 yesterday. 3 singles. One of the second, one of the fourth, one in the 6th inning. The 0-1 pitch misses inside, 1-1. Pagan now hitting .355 on the year. 22 hits and 62 at bats. The 1-1 from Clutcharch. And that one misses for ball 2. 2-1 on Pagan. She's the DP today for Bartlett. The 2-1. Dribbled back to Clutcharch. Gloves it. Throw to first. Good.
1-3 combination for out
And the
number
1-3
2.
put out is the second out of the inning. And Torrey Burke, the pitcher, steps up. See that play
So
again.
with 2 outs.
Takes a roll back to the
Next
pitcher's
batter.
circle. And the
For
throw
the
over to
Hawks is their
Montbrion
pitcher,
for the
number
1-3.
24, Torrey Burke.
Torrey Burke, the pitcher, takes the first pitch for a strike. Burke hitting .300 on the season. Had a home run robbed yesterday. That pitch misses outside. Moline's Caitlin Canary, the center fielder, felt out the fence in center field and put the glove over. The ball would have been a 2-run home run for Torrey Burke in the second inning. Burke went 0 for 3 in yesterday's semifinal win. 2-1 count on Torrey Burke with 2 outs here in the second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 count, 2 outs, top of the second. No score in the 4A championship game. That one is tapped foul, and Burke stays alive with a 2-2. Torrey Burke also plays volleyball for the Bartlett Hawks. And Clutcharch readies the 2-2. Swing and a dribbler down the third baseline, foul. Home plate umpire you see there is Jeff Bryce. Our home plate umpire, the third base umpire, Willie Lewis. And our first base umpire today is Jeff Reese. There's Jeff Reese. It's assistant coach Rob Call heading back to first base coaching box. As Torrey Burke stands in facing a 2-2 count against Kristen Clutcharch. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Kristen Clutcharch today. And we go to the bottom of the second inning, scoreless in the Class 4A championship game between Bartlett and Marist.
For the Hawks, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Leading off the bottom of the second inning.
And welcome
for the
back to
Redhawks,
Eastside Center,
is their
Class 4A
shortstop,
championship
number
game.
8, Brooke
Marist
Wajderski.
Redhawks head coach Denise Bromberich guiding the Redhawks to the first state finals appearance in program history. Despite averaging 27.8 wins over the last 10 years. Bromberich with 278 wins and 97 losses in her 10-year coaching career at Marist. It's a 1-0 count to the second inning leadoff hitter, Brooke Wajderski, the 5-hitter, chops that one over to short, gloved out, and the throw to first
6-3
in time.
combination for
Kayla
out number
Haberstich
1.
digs it out of the dirt for the 6-3 putout. Replay
So
of
with
the
1 out,
Wajderski
the next
grounder.
batter is the DP for the Redhawks, number 2, Audria Hecker.
And with one away, Audra Hecker, the DP stands in. She's a 267 hitter. First pitch, swung on, and that's hit into center field, into the glove of Kara Carrion for the second out of the
Center
inning.
fielder covers the play for out number 2.
And now the catcher,
So
Caitlin
with
Kenny,
2
will
outs,
step
The
in.
next batter is the catcher, number 1, Caitlin Kenny.
Kenny went 3 for 3 yesterday. Scored the go-ahead run in the 5th inning after reaching on a single. Also doubled in the 3rd, singled in the 7th, pops one up here, and it drips foul over near the bleachers behind the Bartlett dugout. Marist with a 2-0 win over Elk Grove in the semifinals yesterday. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, a hard hit ball down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Coming around first, Caitlin Kenny. It's all the way back in the corner. Kenny will have a stand-up double.
A shot down third baseline for a stand-up double.
Second double of the game for the Marist Redhawks. See that again as Kenny powers that one down the line. And it rolled all the way back into the corner in left field here at Eastside Center.
So with 2 outs and a runner in
Maggie
scoring
Gorman
position, the next batter is the right fielder,
accounted for
5,
all the scoring in
Gorman.
yesterday's game with a 2-run home run in the 2-0 win over Elk Grove. Came in the 5th inning. First pitch swung on and fouled out of play. Maggie Gorman 1 for 3. It only took that one to win it for the Red Hawks. Her 2nd home run of the season in yesterday's semifinal. Here comes the 0-1 from Burke. One misses outside for a 1-1 count on Maggie Gorman, right fielder for Marist.
Well, she was 15 and it was getting smaller, but it hadn't closed yet, so they were still watching it. I said by the time she was 18, it had
And that ball hit over to Taormina at second base for the putout. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. It's still scoreless here in the going to the 3rd inning on IHSA TV.
No errors and 1 left on. After 2 complete, it's scoreless.
And the Bartlett Hawks here in the 3rd inning will send Sydney Johnson to the plate. First pitch from Clutch Arch. This is inside, a ball.
Leading off is the 3rd baseman, number 1, Sydney Johnson.
1-0 count. The pitch from Clutch Arch to Johnson. And that's a fair ball down the 3rd base line. Picked up the throw to first. Is in time. 5-3.
5-3 combination, out number 1.
That'll bring up Dana Paul, the right fielder. 5'6" sophomore. See that play again as it just dribbled down the 3rd base line. Clutch Arch releases. Hard hit off the ground and coming over to fail that ball, 3rd baseman Katie Caulfield. First pitch to Paul is a strike on the inside corner. Paul hitting .280 this year. 14 hits and 50 at-bats. And that pitch misses. It hits the outside corner. And 0-2 on Dana Paul. And the 0-2 from Clutch Arch up high. 1-2. Bartlett with a 7-3 win over Moline yesterday, the semis, as that's put into play. A base hit for Dana Paul from the number 9 spot. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter Amanda Bront-Briand as that ball off the bat of Dana Paul. Out of the outreach, diving Nicole Bobrowski. And it's Amanda Montbriand to bat.
Amanda Montbriana.
The pitch from Clutch Arch. Check swing strike. 1. In that 7-3 win, Moline led 3-0 yesterday into the 5th. Then Kaylin Zerke, 2-run single, made it a 1-run game. That pitch misses for a ball, 1-1. Bartlett was down to a 3-2 count with 2 outs in the 7th inning, and then plated 5 runs to beat the Maroons and head to the state title game. The 1-1 pitch inside. And it's a 2-1 on Montbriand. 2-1 on Montbriand. She's 0 for 1 today. A ground out to 3rd. She pops that one up, and it will drift into the Bartlett dugout. Montbriand hitting .300 on the season. Has 30 hits. Two on Montbriand. That pitch lined foul toward the Bartlett dugout. Montbriand also does some pitching for the Hawks. She went 8-2 with a 1.42 ERA through 64 innings. Here's the 2-2. Inside, and that got her. Hit by a pitch, and Amanda Montbriand is aboard.
Hit by a pitch. Puts Briand on first. Runner on second.
Dana Paul now at second base.
And the batter, number 5, Andriana Taormina.
Andriana Taormina puts the ball in play. Clutch Arch will not make a throw. She looked at third first, And already there was Dana Paul.
Fielder's choice loads the bases.
So it'll be a fielder's choice for Tay Armina. And the bases are loaded with only one out here in the third inning. Marist defense comes in. Talk to pitcher Kristen Klutcharch. The batter will be Kaylin Zerke. Zerke had a 2-run single in yesterday's game. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Zerke, a 5'11" junior. Finished the day 2 for 4 with 3 RBI. The 1-0 pitch misses. 2-0 to Kaylin Zerke. And the 2-0. Swung on over to the shortstop. Widerski's throw, and the force out is applied at home plate. Bases loaded as Zerke gets to first on the fielder's choice. Paul out on the force for the second out of the inning.
So
it goes 6-2 on the putout.
The next batter, number 14, Alex Morales.
Alex Morales, the batter.
Hey, some in the grass, Alex, some in the grass, let's go!
Alex Morales 0 for 1 today, struck out in the first inning. And a courtesy runner coming out. Rachel Adolski back out to courtesy run for the catcher Zerke at first base. Here's the Klutcharch pitch. Misses for a ball. One and 0 on Morales. The pitch swung on, fouled down the third base line.
Hey, wait on that, Alex. Stay back.
Bartlett beat Maine West in the super sectional 4-1 to reach East Peoria, the 1-1. As a called strike 2. A 1-2 count on Alex Morales. The pitch swung on, and that's a foul ball. And a 1-2 count on Morales. The pitch from Klutcharch. Swung on, roped, and a catch is made by Katie Caulfield at third base. What a play by Katie Caulfield. That ends the top of the third. Just a frozen rope and scooped it up in midair. We go bottom 3 scoreless in the Class 4A championship game. In East Peoria, Class 4A state championship game, Bartlett and Marist scoreless going to the bottom of the third inning.
For the Red Hawks.
So look at the Red Hawks dugout as they will have the 9-1-2 in the order due up in the third. Kokaska, Caulfield, Wilson. Kokaska 0 for 2 yesterday. First pitch misses for a ball. Kokaska hitting .209 this year. The 1-0 pitch misses up high. Ball 2 to Kokaska. Member of the National Honor Society at Marist. A 5'7" senior.
Yep. Institute or whatever. Right.
A pitch from Burke.
Nice pitch.
A strike, it's 2-1.
It's an actual, not easy to get into.
Kokaska with 18 hits this season. A double, 6 RBI, and 13 runs scored. The 2-1 from Burke. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Two and 2 on the center fielder, Ashlyn Kokaska. Tori Burke's pitch up high, brings the count full, 3-2.
Now they're kind of overlapping that
down infield.
3-2 on Ashland Kokaska. That pitch from Tori Burke swung on, fouled back into the fence, and Kokaska stays alive.
Okay, let's go, Bartlett.
Marist opened up in 1963, the fall of 63, with an enrollment of 320, an all-boys school back at the time in that charter class. The 3-2 pitch swung on and powered foul onto the other diamond. You see it taking a roll back there. 3-2 on Ashland Kokaska. Would be an all-male school until the 2002-2003 school year at Marist. Tori Burke delivers the 3-2 pitch. Kokaska pops it up, and the catch made by Bartlett catcher Kaylin Zerke.
Zerke
Out number one.
Catch for out number one.
And we go back to the top of the order,
We're
Katie
moving to the
Caulfield.
Top of the order, number 4, Katie Caulfield.
Tori Burke readies the first pitch to Caulfield. And that's a strike to Caulfield.
6 years. I think this was my 6th year.
Marist with 3 hits today, 2 coming in the first inning as that pitch misses up high. Nicole Bobrowski had a single and Haley Ritchie a double in the first. Caitlin Kenny a double in the second inning. It's a 1-1 count on Katie Caulfield. Here's the Tori Burke pitch. Outside, 2-1. 48 hits for Katie Caulfield this year. Member of the Spanish National Honor Society. And 0 for 1 today, popped out to center in the first inning. The 2-1 pitch misses outside. It's now 3-1 on Katie Caulfield.
Hey, what do you say, Bartlett? Knock it down. Let's go. You ready, set?
The 3-1 pitch on the way from Tori Burke. Inside, strike 2. Now a full count on Katie Caulfield, the Marist Redhawk leadoff batter.
On the board, number 4 is batting, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Oh, that's cool. I like when it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
One of the games there was 2-2-2-2.
Here's the 3-2. Swung on and fouled back out of play.
When it was tied 2-2.
Well, the school's been open since 1963. However, the Redhawks have not been the mascot for Marist since then. Did not change to the Redhawks until the 1997-98 school year. Prior to that, Marist was the Redskins. As Tori Burke readies the 3-2. And that is a called strike 3. First strikeout for Tori Burke today. Catching Katie Caulfield looking. And that's the second out of the third inning.
With 2 outs, the next batter, the left fielder, number 7, Brooke Wilson.
Brooke Wilson steps to the plate.
Not gonna.
Brooke, a left-hander, swings and misses at the first pitch from Tori Burke. Wilson 0 for 1 today. Popped out to second base in the first inning. Wilson, a .339 hitter. The 0-1, swung on down the first base line. It's a fair ball. Wilson speeds around first base. It goes back to the right field corner to second for a stand-up double. The third extra base hit for the Marist Redhawks today.
Stand-up double.
Third double of the game for the Redhawks. This off the bat of Brooke Wilson down that right field line. All the way back in the corner.
2 outs and a runner in scoring position.
Just like we saw in the second with Caitlin Kenny hitting that rope down the left field line, which rolled down into the left field corner.
Got wheels.
Brings up Nicole Bobrowski. Bobrowski had a single in the first inning, was tagged out of the plate, trying to score on that Caitlin Kenny double, or Haley Ritchie double, excuse me. A bang-bang play at the plate. Bobrowski also a left-hander. We've got time called. Rob Call comes out. Pitching coach for the Bartlett Hawks. The Hawks infield comes in. Denise Bromberg talking with her Marist Redhawks. Bottom of the third inning. 2 outs, and it's a scoreless game. Marist has a runner on second base. Inning started as Ashlyn Kokaska popped out to the catcher, and Katie Caulfield followed with a strikeout on a full count.
Go all out, Hawks. Let's go. Smart, Tor. No defense.
A 1-1 count on Nicole Bobrowski with 2 down and a runner on second. Here's the pitch from Burke. Misses outside. It's a 2-1 on Bobrowski. 2-1 count, 2 outs, third inning, 0-0. Bobrowski hitting .475, ups that a couple points with her first inning hit. Puts this one into left field, and the catch made out in left by Morales.
Fly out to left field for out number 3.
And no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left aboard. We're scoreless. Heading to the 4th inning in the Class 4A state championship game in East Peoria. Shot at East Side Center, where the Bartlett Hawks and the Marist Redhawks scoreless going into the 4th inning.
Shortstop number 19, Kayla Haberstich.
Kayla Haberstich will lead off for the Hawks. The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Kristen Klutcharch and her first pitch, a called strike. Haberstich 271 on the season. Klutcharch delivers the 0-1. It's bunted and hits her out of the box. And the runner out. And that will bring up Holly Pagan.
With 1 out, the next batter is the DP number 20, Holly Pagan.
Pagan grounded out back to the pitching circle in the 2nd inning. That pitch misses for a ball. 1-0 on Pagan. A 1-1 count after that strike. Pagan, a 5'10 sophomore, hitting .355. Went 3 for 4 yesterday, 3 base hits. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, dribbled over to Wyderski at short. The throw to first for the 6-3 put out.
6-3 combination for out number 2. So with 2 outs, the next batter for the Hawks is their pitcher number 24, Tori Burke.
Tori Burke steps up with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Burke struck out in the 2nd. Strike on the first pitch from Klutcharch, who has 17 wins on the season. 88 strikeouts, swing and a miss, 0-2. Went over the 200 inning mark in yesterday's game. Here comes the 0-2. Misses up high. A 1-2 count on Tori Burke. Burke hitting .300 on the season. The 1-2. Misses outside. 2-2 count on Tori Burke. 3rd team All-Area by the Chicago Sun-Times this year. 0 for 3 yesterday. That 2-2 check swing. Ball 3. It's a full count on Burke.
Right. Aggressive, smart. Protect.
And a full count pitch by Klutcharch. Swing and a foul ball.
Get into your bat.
Hey, 3-2 count on Tori Burke. The pitch from Klutcharch. And that misses for ball 4. Burke aboard on the walk.
Base on balls for Burke. Puts the runner on first base. And the next batter, number 1, Sydney
That's the first
Johnson.
walk issued by Kristen Clutcharch this weekend. 7 strikeouts, no walks, or excuse me, 3 strikeouts yesterday, no walks.
Hey, get it going, Sid.
And we've got a courtesy runner coming out for the pitcher, Tori Burke, and that's number 15, Lauren Janzik.
Number 15, Laura Janzik, courtesy runner.
Take it right, Sid. Wait on her.
Sydney Johnson, the batter, grounded out to third in the 3rd inning. First pitch from Clutcharch, strike 1.
Go one, take it up the middle now. One up the middle.
2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. No score. Bartlett and Marist playing for a title, Class 4A. That pitch ripped into left field. It's down for a base hit. Runners at first and second. Sydney Johnson with a single.
Johnson drives it to left field for a single.
That hit again by Sydney Johnson. Rips it
So with
into
2 out and 2
left
on,
field
next
for the
batter is
single.
The right fielder, number 12, Dana Paul.
Dana Paul, the batter. The sophomore puts that over to Wyderski. She'll flip it over to
6-4
Bobrowski
combination
at second
force out
for the
and out
6-4
number 3.
put out. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th, scoreless, Bartlett and Marist in the Class 4A title game. Bartlett and Marist playing for a Class 4A state championship. The Marist Redhawks at the plate. Haley Ritchie leading off, 4-5-6 due up here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch, swung at it on the outside pitch. It's 0-1 on Haley Ritchie, who ripped a double in the 1st inning. Ritchie hitting .390. That'll go up a couple points after the double. Pitch misses for ball 1. 1-1 on Haley Ritchie, 5'10" junior. 6 home runs this year. Now 10 doubles on the season. And it's a 1-1 count. The pitch from Burke misses outside, 2-1.
Go, Bartlett.
2-1 count on Haley Ritchie. And the pitch from Burke. Swing and a foul back into the fence, 2-2. Marist beat Trinity in the super sectional 8-3. And then downed Elk Grove in the semis yesterday, 2-0. 2-2 pitch on the way to Haley Ritchie. Pitch misses outside, brings the count full, 3-2. The Redhawks downed Mother McCauley 4-3 in the sectional championship game held at Sandburg High School. Beat the host, Sandburg, in 9 innings, 6-5 in the sectional semis. It's a 3-2 on Haley Ritchie. The pitch from Burke. Inside swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Tori Burke today.
For the first out of the inning. So with 1 out, the next batter is the shortstop, number 8, Brooke Wyderski.
Brooke Wyderski, the shortstop, stands in. 5'10" sophomore. Second area all-time by the Chicago Sun-Times. Also plays basketball for the Redhawks. Grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. The 1-0 from Burke. Misses for a ball, 2-0. Wyderski hit 10 home runs this year.
Go, Tor. Go, defense, be ready now.
The 2-0 from Burke. Swung on, and that's chopped over to third base. The throw to first in time. It's 5-3.
5-3 combination, out number 2.
As third baseman Sydney Johnson makes that play over at the hot
With
corner.
2 outs, the next batter is the DP, number 2, Audra Hecker.
Audra Hecker, the DP, at bat. She's 0 for 1 today. Popped out to center field in the 2nd. We're scoreless at the bottom of the fourth inning as she plops that one into the infield, and that will be an infield single for Audra Hecker. Here's that hit again by Hecker, just kind of plopped down near the pitcher's circle. And by the time Burke was able to get to it, Hecker was already at first. One aboard with 2 outs, and Caitlin Kenny the batter. 5'5" junior, the catcher for the Red Hawks. Hits that one back to the circle, and Burke digs it out and puts it out 1-3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We're still scoreless going into the 5th inning in the Class 4A title game between Marist and Bartlett from Eastside Center.
It's Marist 0 and Bartlett 0.
At Eastside Center, Class 4A state championship game between the Bartlett Hawks and the Marist Red Hawks. It's a scoreless ball game with the Bartlett Hawks stepping to the plate. 1-2-3 this inning. Amanda Montbriand, Andriana Teormina, and Kaylin Zerke. That's it over to Widerski. Throw to first for the 6-3 putout.
Three combination, solid for out number 1.
And Andriana Teormina will step to the plate.
With 1 out, the next batter, number 5, Andriana Teormina.
First pitch, strike to Andriana Teormina.
I think they also broadcast on the internet too. I think you can stream it.
That pitch misses, 1-1. Teormina reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning, grounded out to second in the 1st. Here's the 1-1 from Clutch Arch. That's fouled back into the fence. 1-2 on Teormina.
Down and hard.
Teormina hitting .313. The 1-2 from Clutch Arch. Swung on and fouled back. Teormina stays alive, 1-2. Bartlett High School, established in 1997, was the 4th high school in the Elgin Area School District. The 1-2 up high, it's 2-2.
They don't think you're going to hit it past them, shoot it past them. Wake them up now.
And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down.
Strikeout for out number 2. So with 2 outs, the next
And that'll bring
batter,
up Kaylin
number 9,
Zerke.
Kaylin Zerke.
Zerke 1 for 2 today, singled in the 1st, fielder's choice in the 3rd. With 2 down, the first pitch to Zerke is hit into center field, and that's
Zerke
down for her
puts it up
2nd
the
hit
middle
of the game.
for a single. So with 2 outs and Zerke on first, the next batter is number 14, Alex Morales.
Bartlett with their 4th hit of the game. 5 hits for the Marist Red Hawks today.
Number 6, Rachel
Adolski comes out
the
to run
courtesy runner
for
on first base.
Zerke. And the first pitch wrapped over, and Widerski fields it. Long throw in time for the 6-3. What a play by sophomore shortstop Brooke Widerski. That ends the top of the 5th. We see it again. A chopper over to Widerski. Long throw from the edge of the infield.
And 1 left on.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We go bottom 5 of the 4A championship game at Eastside Center. And welcome back to Eastside Center. Some Marist fans rooting on the Red Hawks. And you see girl up at the top holding that "We're Gonna Win" state sign with a Marist volleyball shirt. The Marist Red Hawks volleyball team made it to the state finals and finished 4th place in the state finals in volleyball this past fall. Leading off the Red Hawks, 5th will be Maggie Gorman, Ashlyn Kokaska, and Katie Caulfield. An 0-1 count on Gorman. That pitch misses outside, and it's 1-1. in the semis. Marist lost to Cary Grove in the volleyball semis this past fall. 1-1 from Burke to Gorman, which misses outside. How about the first set of that semifinal against Cary Grove? 35-33. And then lost 25-19 in the second set. Here's the 2-1 from Burke. A hard hit ball to left field. That ball off the fence. Gorman is going to reach second base, and a stand-up double for Maggie Gorman.
For a stand-up double. So with the leadoff batter on
the fourth double hit by the Marist Redhawks today.
Batter, number 11.
One in the first inning, one in the second inning, one in the third inning, and now one in the fifth by Maggie Gorman. The batter, Ashlyn Kokaska. Lays down the bunt. Fielded. And the sack bunt moves Gorman up to third. It's a 5-3 sack bunt. On the play by Sidney Johnson from third.
Third base, so with one out and a runner on third, we're moving to the top of the order.
And with one out, Katie Caulfield steps up to the plate with Maggie Gorman over at third base. Zerke going to come out to talk to Tori Burke in the circle. Bottom of the fifth, one out, 0-0, but a runner on third. The Bartlett Hawks defense talking in the circle. And out comes Rob Call. There's Denise Bromberg with the Marist Redhawks. Maggie Gorman leads off the bottom of the fifth inning with a stand-up double. Reaches third on the Ashlyn Kokaska sacrifice bunt. And the Bartlett Hawks head back to their respective positions, and in steps Katie Caulfield, the Marist batter. The leadoff hitter. She's 0 for 2 today. Pop out to center field. And a strikeout in the third inning. One down, runner on third. The pitch from Burke plunks Katie Caulfield.
Hit by a pitch.
And Caulfield aboard.
So
runners on the corners.
And runners at the corners. To the plate, steps number 7.
Brooke Wilson, the batter. She's 1 for 2 today. Wilson with a double in the third. Popped out to second base in the first inning. A 1 for 2 day for Wilson so far. Just one out here in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch from Burke. That ball misses, and uncontested moving up is Katie Caulfield to second base.
Hey, this is you, Tor. Let's go.
A 1-0 count on Brooke Wilson. The pitch from Burke. Swing and a miss. It's a 1-1 count on Wilson, who doubled in her last at bat. 1-1 count on the left fielder, Brooke Wilson. One away, runners on second and third. No score. Lays down the bunt, down the third base line, and a run will score. How about that? Maggie Gorman scores from third base.
And an RBI.
Katie Caulfield reaches third. And Brooke Wilson with the RBI bunt single. Let's see that again.
So
Burke's pitch, the bunt. Drops down the third base line.
The next batter is number 3.
Sidney Johnson cannot make a play on it, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Marist Redhawks here in the bottom of the fifth inning. One out and runners at the corners.
Stop it now, G. Stop it now.
First pitch to Bobrowski, outside for a ball. Bobrowski 1 for 2 today, singled in the first, popped out to left field in the third inning. A 1-0 count on Nicole Bobrowski. And a 1-0. She slaps down a bunt. Tayarmina comes up from second. And cannot make a play on it. So runners at each stop. Bases loaded for the Marist Redhawks. Infield single for Nicole Bobrowski. And the bases are loaded with one out in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Marist Redhawks.
With one out and bases loaded, to the plate steps the first baseman, number 16, Haley
Ritchie at the plate. She's 1 for 2 today, a double in the 1st inning, a strikeout in the 4th. And the bases are loaded for Marist with one out in the bottom of the 5th. A pitch from Tori Burke outside. It's a 2-0 count. Tori Burke to Haley Ritchie. That pitch misses up high. And a 2-0 count on Ritchie. 2-0 the count, so Tori Burke will fire the 2-0. That one popped up into the fence, 2-1 on Ritchie. Marist has the bases loaded with one out in the bottom of the 5th. One run already in on a RBI bunt single by Brooke Wilson. That scored Maggie Gorman, who led off the inning with a double. Tori Burke and a 2-1 pitch. Cold, strike 2. Evens up the count, 2-2. Two and 2 on Haley Ritchie. With one down in the 5th. Ritchie, the 5'10" junior, takes the pitch outside for ball 3. Full count. Full count, one out. Bottom 5, 1-0 Marist, leading Bartlett in the Class 4A title game. Runner at third, Caulfield. At second, Wilson. First is Bobrowski. The 3-2 pitch, swung on, a high, long ball. This ball is gone. Grand slam, Haley Ritchie.
Number 16, Haley Ritchie, grand slam.
A 5th inning grand slam for Haley Ritchie, and Marist takes a 5-0 lead. Round tripper for the 5'10" junior first baseman Haley Ritchie, her 7th home run of the season.
With one out, the next batter, number 8, Brooke Widerski.
That brings up the sophomore Widerski. Called strike, it's 0-1 on the shortstop Widerski, 0 for 2 today. And the pitch misses down low. Brooke Widerski grounded out to short in the 2nd inning, to third in the 4th inning. Here's Tori Burke's pitch. Down low and inside. A 2-1 count on Brooke Widerski. And the 1-1 from Burke. Widerski hits that one, pops it up. It'll be in play for Johnson in foul territory, makes the putout. And that's the 2nd out of the 5th inning.
Pop out to the third baseman for out number 2.
And Audra Hecker, the DP, steps in.
So with 2 outs, the next batter, number 2, Audra Hecker.
Hecker 1 for 2 today. A single in her last at bat in the 4th inning. She'll rip that one foul down the third base line.
You know, like when there's a pack up on that sound. So I come running to the back door. I mean, I was ready. I had no idea what I was going to do.
This inning started off with a double by Maggie Gorman, the 4th double of the game for Marist. She moved up to third on an Ashlyn Kokaska sacrifice bunt. Katie Caulfield singled. Brooke Wilson had an RBI bunt single as that ball's fouled back into the fence.
And that's what I was hearing. Well, and I
Nicole Bobrowski followed in the lineup with a single. Then it was Haley Ritchie with the grand slam over the left field fence to give the Redhawks a 5-0 lead. An 0-2 count on Audra Hecker. That ball low for a 1-2 count.
Yeah. And so he's like, I'm fine. What's going on that you're out here? So I explained, here and that.
Hecker popped out to center in the second inning, singled in the fourth.
I just thought you were sworn. And I said, we don't know if you're allergic.
Here's the 1-2, up high, 2-2 count.
And I said, and I know your dad is, so I was going to check. Make sure you
2-2 count on Audra Hecker. 2 down here in the 5th inning, 5 runs in. The 2-2 pop fly, and that will drift and hit the fence. And staying alive, Audra Hecker, a 2-2 count with 2 outs in the 5th inning. 5-0 lead for the Redhawks. Tori Burke readies the 2-2 pitch to Hecker. She'll line that one foul down the first base line.
One more pitch, start.
2-2 on Audra Hecker. Hitting .267 on the season. 4 RBI on the year, the 2-2 pitch. Inside, called strike 3. That will end the 5th inning. 5 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and none left on. The Marist Redhawks lead 5-0 as we head to the 6th inning on IHSA.TV. Haley Ritchie with a 5th inning grand slam.
5 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left on. So after 5 complete innings of play, it's Marist Redhawks 5, the Bartlett Hawks 0.
Good.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Bartlett Hawks, number 19, Kayla Haberstich.
Kayla Haberstich leads off the 6th for the Bartlett Hawks. Trailing 5-0 here in the top of the 6th inning for the Class 4A state title. Marist with a 5-hit 5th inning, now 10 hits on the ball game for the Redhawks. That pitch dribbled back off the glove of Clutch Arch over to second. Bobrowski throw to first in time. 4-3.
4-3 combination for out number 1. So with
Nicole Bobrowski, the future North Dakota Fighting Sioux softball player, with a 4-3 put out. Holly Pagan, the batter. First pitch strike to the Bartlett DP. Grounded back to the pitcher in the 2nd inning, over to shortstop in the 4th. The 0-1 pitch from Clutch Arch. Inside, misses a ball, 1-1. Pagan hitting .355 this year, the 0-1. That's a called strike. It's 1-1 on Holly Pagan. The 1-2. Back to Clutch Arch. She gloves it. Throw to first for the 1-3 put out.
Combination for out number 2. So with 2 outs, the next batter for the Hawks is the pitcher, number 24, Tori Burke.
Tori Burke, the pitcher, now at bat with 2 down. In the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, strike to Burke. Oh, 0-1 count on Burke. She walked in the 4th inning. That's a strike on the outside corner. Struck out in the 2nd. The 0-2 from Clutch Arch. Swung on, that's hit foul out of play. 0-2 on Tory Burke. The pitch outside. Now 1-2. That pitch misses. Now 2-2 on Tory Burke. Two with 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Marist 5, Bartlett 0. Clutch arch. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. A 1-2-3 6th inning. We go bottom 6. Red Hawks 5, Hawks 0 in the Class 4A championship game.
No one left on.
Welcome back to the 4A championship game at Eastside Center, East Peoria. Marist with a 5-run 5th inning.
Leading off the bottom
Breaking a
of the
scoreless
6th inning for
ball game here. Highlighted by a Haley Ritchie grand slam.
Catcher number 1, Caitlin Kennedy.
Caitlin Kenny, the catcher, leads off. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Red Hawks this frame. Bottom of the 6th. First pitch strike to Kenny. She is 1 for 2, a double in the 2nd inning, and a ground out in the 4th. Kenny plays for the Lamont Rockers in the summers for ASA. Was 3 for 3 in yesterday's game. That pitch is a foul ball and a catch made. One of our cameramen here down the right field line at Eastside Center. An 0-2 count. Pitch misses outside. It's 1-2. One of our other cameras. Dodgers fan. It's 1-2. The pitch from Burke. Cold, strike 3. Kenny goes down.
Strikeout for out number 1.
4th strikeout
The next batter
for Tory Burke today.
Maggie Gorman.
And that'll bring up Maggie Gorman, the right fielder. Gorman with a double and a run scored in the 5th inning. 2-run home run in yesterday's game. She'll play at the next level, St. Ambrose. 1-0 count on Gorman. Burke's pitch, swung on. High hit ball, will not leave the infield. Coming over, the shortstop, Kayla Haberstich, makes the catch.
Pop up to the
And with 2 down,
shortstop
we go to
for out
Ashlyn
number 2.
Kokaska, the center fielder.
So with 2 outs, the next batter, number 11.
Kokaska popped out to the catcher in the 3rd inning, and a sacrifice bunt in the 5th. And that pitch, a strike. It's 0-1 on Kokaska. Kokaska 209 of the season, 0 for 2 yesterday. 5'7" senior for the Marist Red Hawks. The 0-1, swung on, that's a dribbler. Over to Johnson at 3rd, the throw, the 5-3 put out ends the inning.
Combination out.
They go down
number
1,
3.
2, 3.
For Marist,
And
no
we head
runs,
to the
no hits, no errors, no one left on.
top of the 7th, 5-0 Marist, and the Class 4A championship game.
After 6 complete innings of play, it's the Marist Red Hawks 5, the Bartlett Hawks 0.
And welcome back. A look inside the Bartlett dugout. Backs to the wall, trailing 5 runs in the Class 4A championship game. We go to the 7th inning. It'll be the 8-9-1 hitters up for the Hawks to face
Leading
Kristen
off the top of the
Clutcharch.
8th inning for Bartlett. Number 1, Sydney Johnson.
First pitch misses outside. It's 1-0. The Marist Red Hawks looking to win the state championship in school history. The first in softball as that pitch misses, 2-0. Marist has also won titles in wrestling, a couple in boys volleyball, and a baseball state championship. The 2-0 pitch ripped foul down the left field line. 2 state wrestling titles, 2 volleyball, boys volleyball titles, and a baseball state championship. A 2-1 count on Sydney Johnson, the 3rd baseman. Johnson 1 for 2 today, lined out to 3rd in the 3rd inning, singled in the 4th. That pitch by Clutcharch down to the dirt. It's 3-1. Johnson also plays volleyball and basketball. The 3-1. And that's a strike. Called strike 2 on the outside. And Kristen Clutcharch has the full count on Sydney Johnson. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on. Back over. Widerski at short. The throw. 6-3. One down.
6-3 combination out number 1. So with 1 out, the next batter for the Hawks.
It'll be the number 9 hitter, Dana Paul, the right fielder. 1 for 2 today as that chopper goes over to Widerski, and we will have a pitch hitter come in for Paul. And that'll be Steph Thompson, it appears, coming to the plate, number 4.
The next batter, number 4, Steph Thompson.
Kristen Clutcharch and her battery mate, Caitlin Kenny. 2 outs away from a state championship, leading 5-0 in the 7th inning. Sydney Johnson grounded out to short to lead off this 7th. Now Steph Thompson, the pinch hitter. It's a called strike on the first pitch. Thompson yesterday was 1 for 1. Had a single in the 5th inning. She was hit by a pitch in the 7th. That pitch misses outside, 1-1. Thompson will play on at Lewis University next year. Here's the 1-1 from Clutcharch. That's down low for a ball, 2-1. Thompson hit 2 home runs this season for the Hawks. That's dribbled back and gloved by Clutcharch, the 1-3.
1-3 combination for outfield.
And the Marist Redhawks are 1 out away from a state title. That play again, Thompson's ball, high bounce into the glove of Kristen Clutcharch and makes the throw over to first baseman Haley Ritchie. Amanda Montbriand, the first baseman, steps up and will face Kristen Clutcharch. First pitch, swung on, line foul down the third base line. An 0-1 count on Amanda Montbriand. The pitch from Clutcharch just misses outside, 1-1. Marist, 15 losses on the season. Close to a state title here. 1-1 pitch. It's popped up into right field, and it will drift foul. Foul ball, 1-2. Marist with a 26-15 record. Had a 5-game losing streak back in April. Swept by Providence Catholic and Bennett Academy, and then a loss to Manuka. But they have one when it counts here in the postseason. The 1-2 pitch misses outside. A 2-2 on Amanda Montbriand. Kristen Clutcharch, 1 strike away from leading the Marist Redhawks to a state championship. The 2-2 pitch swung on, hit into left field, and the catch is made by Brooke Wilson. The Marist Redhawks, the state champions in Class 4A, a 5-0 win.
Marist Redhawks. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field for the presentation of the first and second place team and individual awards for the 2012 Class 4A IHSA State Softball Tournament. Presenting the medallions and trophies are members of the Illinois High School Association Board of Directors attending the tournament. Chuck Nagel of East Peoria and Gregory Bradley of Mount Zion will be doing the presenting. At this time, let's meet the Hawks of Bartlett, who finished the 2012 year in second place with a final record of 32 wins and 9 losses. Principal, Suzanne Colum. Athletic Director, Jeff Brawl. Trainer, Allison Schwartz. Head Coach, Jim Wolfsmith. Assistant Coach, Robert Call. Assistant Coach, Brad Hunt. Assistant Coach, Cesar Eno. Players, 00, Julia Smith. Number 1, Sydney Johnson. Number 2, Ashley Jacoby. Number 4, Steph Tomazin. Number 5, Andriana Teomina. Number 6, Rachel Oldalski. Number 7, Alicia Salata. Number 9, Kaylin Zerke. Number 11, Kelly Walsh. Number 12, Dana Paul. Number 14, Alex Morales. Number 15, Lauren Zanuck. Number 17, Amanda Mombriand. Number 18, Phoenix Peth. Number 19, Kayla Habersnich. Number 20, Holly Pagan. Number 24, Tori Burke. Number 25, Kara Carrion. Number 30, Amy Johnson. Number 32, Jen Kuchvara. And number 34, Mindy Roberts. Congratulations to Bartlett Hawks for their second place finish. Now at this time, let's meet the Red Hawks from Marist, who finished the 2012 season in first place with a final record of 27 wins and 15 losses. President, Brother Patrick McMara. Principal, Larry Tucker. Athletic Director, Bob Lim. Trainer, Jason Berglund. Head Coach, Denise Brombrecht. Assistant Coach, Colleen Beeble. Assistant Coach, Claire Batke. Assistant Coach, Kelly Snooks. Assistant Coach, Maura Harrington. And Assistant Coach, Michelle Busco. The players, number 1, Caitlin Kenny. Number 2, Nicole Babarowski. Number 3, Audra Hecker. Number 4, Katie Caulfield. Number 5, Maggie Gorman. Number 7, Brooke Wilson. Number 8, Brooke Wyderski. Number 10, Kristen Clutcharch. Number 11, Ashlyn Kokoska. Number 14, Angela Sorrentino. Number 16, Haley Ritchie. Number 17, Lauren Holt. Number 24, Ashley Rios. And team manager, Erica Nagel. Congratulations on the first place championship for Chicago Marist Red Hawks. Presentation of the trophies. Second place, Bartlett Hawks. And the first place trophy, Chicago Marist Red Hawks. Congratulations, teams and all the fans. Please have a safe drive going home. Once again, we still have a key to an automobile in the press box for an Intrepid. If this key belongs to you, please come claim it.